All right, so I just wanted to go over the WebEx calling migration and kind of explain the process of what will be taking place within your department. And I just want to create a video just to make this process easier to as we mass deploy some of these phones. So we are going with WebEx calling, which is a cloud-based phone system. Still a Cisco product. We're currently using Cisco Call Manager within the county and have been for 10 plus years. So the new side is still Cisco branded. It just will be cloud-based now as opposed to an on-premise call system. And so the migration process will be myself or the tech assigned to your respective department will bring out the phones. We'll get them booted up, and each individual user will have already had all their information moved over on the back end just to make this process more seamless. There'll be generated an activation code that we will enter into the phone. As you can see in this slide, that process is being done. And that will pull down all the information we've already pre-configured. It will prompt the phone to do a few firmware updates, reboot a couple times, and then all the information will be shown on the phone. Their number will be ported over from the old system to the new, and then they will be able to make calls just like as before. So there are a few notes on the new side. The default voicemail pin will change. Right now it's 12345. It will change to 302531. We had to have it set to 6 characters this time, and they could not be in succession. So I've been telling users just think the zip code +1, and then when it prompts you to change to a personalized pin, you'll just have to keep in mind it can't be anything in succession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 won't be allowed. There are a few minor issues just until we get the whole county on the new side. 4-digit dialing may be affected. So if I was to dial, Fire Station 3, that 4-digit dial may or may not work, depending on if they're on the new phone system or not. So if you do notice that your 4-digit dial does not work, you'll just have to dial the whole extension, the full 770-288, and then whatever the 4-digit is at the end, just until the whole county's on the new system, and then that process will, that issue, I should say, will be gone. 4-digit dialing will work again, 100%. So just something to note. Also, caller ID will be affected based on that new versus old when you're calling users or when they're calling you, just until, like I said, everybody's on the new system, and then all of those minor, hiccups will be gone. So just something to keep in mind. A bunch of, informational things on this side, but I do want to notate this Debber Go in the top right. That is personal call recording, and it will allow you to record your calls when they come in. You can manually start the recording process. You can have it prompt the caller. This call is currently being recorded. You can have it give them that prompt, whatever it may be, but that is just an option to note going forward. Another new feature with the new phone system, spam calls. If your department receives a lot of spam calls, that number is available to be added to our portal now, where we can block those calls, whereas we cannot do that currently. So just something to keep in mind. WebEx app. So WebEx app is somewhat of a single pane of glass for calling, instant messaging, and meeting. And so it's just one app, and it can do, you can make calls from it. You can instant message your department or anybody in the county. And you can also start and schedule meetings from that one app. So I just want to move the app over to this side. You should be able to see it now, but this is just a quick walkthrough. This is the Meetings tab here on the left. We can start a meeting as simple as 2 buttons. We can also hear and check voicemails from the app. You can even have a transcription. You can make calls from the app. You can see your missed calls, call history. As long as you have a headset connected to the computer, you can, hear calls from a soft phone environment. And then you can do messaging. So you can do direct messaging here, just like a similar product, a Slack or a Teams product, same thing. So just a quick walkthrough of the WebEx console and how it works. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share a few of those features to hopefully alleviate some questions regarding the migration process. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at 770-288-6834, or you can shoot me an email at chodges@co.henry.ga.us.